Why does my Honda 400EX smoke? That's the question I get asked all the time. You're going to want to check out a couple things. We're going to go from easiest to hardest on checking this. So if your quad is smoking and you don't know why, the first thing you want to do is check the valves. The valves should be pretty much the same on all Honda 400EXs. It should be 0.004 inches in the intake side of it. So on this side, these valves up here, right here, you can see the valves on this side should be 0.004 inches. On this side, 0.005 inches, the valve gap. So you're going to take your feeler gauge, feel in there, and set those. Obviously having your engine at top dead center before you do that. If it's still smoking after that, you're going to be looking at the valve seals. That means you have to take off the head. This is the head right here. This contains the valves, the valve seals, and yeah, so you're going to take off the valves. You're going to need a decompression or a compression type tool to decompress those springs, the valve springs. Then you're going to take off the valve springs, and then the seals will be underneath there. You're going to have to replace those seals. A lot of the times they're cracked or splitting or just really, really old. Then you're going to put it all back together, and if it still doesn't fix the problem, you're going to be checking out the piston and the rings. A lot of the time on these old 400EXs, people install the pistons wrong, they install the rings wrong, meaning that the rings need to be tapered. They need to have the ring gaps in different areas on the piston. So for example, if there are 4 different rings and the ring gap is all in the same line vertically, oil can seep up through those ring gaps and then it will smoke. Another thing is worn piston and rings. So say the ring gap is wrong. It's not causing compression, so oil is seeping through the rings. So yeah, those are, I think, 3 of the main causes of smoking. A lot of people are like, oh, Hondas smoke all the time. No, they don't have to. I've got 2 Hondas that don't smoke. This one does smoke a little bit, and I'm pretty sure it's the piston rings because I changed the valve seals and cleaned out the valves, and that didn't do anything. So if you guys are wondering why your quad smokes, check those 3 things. And if it still does, then you probably have a bigger issue at hand. But that's basically the 3 things I would check. And yeah, hopefully that answers your question.